Hey, what's going on, guys? It's gonna wait for New World to load till say hey, but I don't know why it's not loading. Oh, there it goes, finally. So this is a game I haven't played in a while. New World is by Amazon Games. And Jeff Bezos' own studio. Hopefully it loads. Jeez. I'm starting from scratch because I haven't played this game in a while. So, I'm gonna make a whole new character and everything. And I have all my tabs and stuff closed, so let's close that. Only stuff we need needs to be open. Games. New World. Wait. Right, hang on, I just have to change that audio setting. Hopefully, can you guys hear volume and everything? So hang on, I gotta mute myself now, because I just did that. Okay, you can't, sorry. It wouldn't be a stream if we didn't start off scuffed. But anyways, let's just start. Here's my old character. Again, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm gonna make a new one. And I'm just gonna, like, stay... Yeah, we go with... What are these places? Select this world, you can only have one character. Why is it lagging so much? This game, like, literally does not lag at all when I play it. Oh. It lags, like, so much. Props to Amazon, though. This thing looks amazing. I haven't seen this cutscene since the game first officially released. I remember when this game was on beta too, it was breaking a lot of graphics cards too, I heard.
The stories you've heard, they don't tell the whole truth. The island is indeed the place of legend. There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again.
Big storm. Also, what should I do? Sail right to it.
That overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known. How I survived, I do not know. The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Chart your course and your fate. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
Yo. Screening. This looks beautiful. When this game first came out, I couldn't stream it because it lagged on my PC. And so, since it lagged on my PC, it lagged even harder on OBS. So I couldn't stream it when it first came out. But I got my graphics drivers upgraded and everything, and now I'm able to stream. Alright, I don't care for character customization that much. I really just want to change skin tone and everything. Okay. No. I kinda like that. Oh, okay, that's more of me. Alright. I like that. Now we just gotta get rid of the hairstyle over here. You could go bald. No. This is more me, sadly. That's also more of me, also. Kinda like this. Facial hair. I'll make it black. No. I kinda like this too, but I don't like the hair up here. It doesn't really... And it's alright. Eye color. Don't care. Features. Ugh. Okay, that's really no difference. Scars. It's making me look like I've been through some stuff, dude. As many scars as possible. Dang! Right on the lips, too. Yeah, that's fine. Tattoos. Okay, now I don't want a tattoo on my face. Alright. Anyone name my character? Just my name. Actually, no, we'll go with makostacks again. Can I name it for this world? Because I already have a makostacks on my other one. Yes. This was a big thing with New World 2, I remember, was the queue. Oh, and there's lag. Nice. It doesn't lag, it's probably because I have OBS open. OBS does take up a lot of usage on the PC. Yeah, okay, I didn't think it was gonna load. I am basically invincible if it survives to that. Come on. Yo, buddy. You alright? Extra draw weapon. Block. Attack. Heck yeah. Shift. Hold. Heavy attack. Don't worry, homie. I got you.
You! Come closer. Your captain needs you. There's something wrong. I'm not feeling right.
What happened?
That devil storm. What in the nine hells was that about? And where is my box? I need my box. Did you take it? You build rat.
Does it look like I have a box on me, buddy? Come on, does it look like I have a box on me, buddy? Anywhere? I don't have the box.
Something isn't right. To come so close. It's not fair. What's happening to me? I can't die. Not like this.
I have a little remorse, but you accused me of stealing your box, and I literally, where would I hide it? Just jack all this stuff. Alright, tab. There. Tab again. Eating 4. Oh, so I guess that's I could kind of like use that for health and everything. Space to jump. I need some shoes. You can tell this is Jeff Bezos' game. He wants to make sure you know that you're beneath him at all times. Alright, attack. Got it. Okay, probably should have. Ghost Pirate. Is this over here? This still does not look like the same render that we just got from. Just slightly changed. How do I eat again? Forgot. Oh, where I have my food at. Oh, I can do barrel rolls too. Nice. Space W. Reach higher ground to get better view of the area. Take out this fool first. Can I search his body? K for purchase upgrades. Okay, so this is like my skill set. Choose an ability. You have one upset master point. Okay, so yeah, skill tree, not skill set. Sword master, defense. Let's do sword master. Alright, escape. Dude, this game would be great on consoles. Wait, what am I pressing? Auto one allows you to. What is that button though? This game would be great on consoles. Like, that's really all they need to do is add control support and then obviously code the game differently. But this would be great on consoles. This would like kill on consoles. And this game's kind of dead right now. I mean, there's not a lot of content creators making it or making videos on this. Oh, hey, this is okay. This is beautiful. I remember this part. Heck yeah! I remember this part when I first played the game. Descend into the grotto to investigate the smoke. Why would I want to do that? Like, okay, I'm sorry, but looking the way I look, no clothes, not even shoes, I would not go down here where the smoke is. Oh hey, it's this guy. Not looking too good, buddy. Want to see a doctor about that? Uh-oh. Ha! Corrupt Captain Thor. Only level 1. Practicing for Elden Ring, because I brought that game a couple of days ago. Attack me. Do I have a special attack? I do. Oh, I already killed him. Didn't even need it. I killed the main character. This makes me the main character. Right? This so makes me the main character now? Any disagreements? Any objections? Hopefully not, or you will be banned. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Did the game lag while I was down here? It looked like it lagged slightly on your guys' end. On the stream, I should say, not on your guys' end. I don't know. Okay, it still looks good, though. Alright, let's go. Investigate the watchtower. When I'm done with this, I'll probably play Pool online. Cause that's a really nice, relax, grind down game.
Another survivor. Saints be praised. It's always good to find a live one. That storm was fierce. Figured it would drown the lot of you.
Who are you?
Me? Oh, I'm Charity. Watcher Douglas. From Monarch's Bluff Settlement. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
My name is makostacks.
Well, I know this isn't the best way to make an acquaintance, but it's actually the way most people arrive here. I suppose you're still wondering where here is.
Complete quest.
You've washed ashore on the Isle of Eternum. It's hard for me to even remember the old world these days.
Attributes.
No, it was very different.
Upgrade my intelligence. And dexterity.
You've washed ashore on the Isle of Eternum. It's hard for me to even remember the old world these days, but no, it was very different.
What's so difficult about Eternum?
On the good side, we generally don't ever age or die here. At least, not in any natural way. On the bad side, there's what happened with the rest of your crew.
Wait, we don't age or die here? What happened to them?
Well, see, They came back to life, but without their souls. They're wandering around the beach all aimless-like. The kind thing is to at least try and put them down for good. Would you mind?
Okay, so if we don't age, shouldn't we be worried about population overflow? We have a journal. The rest of the crew. Monarch's Bluffs, level 2. Investigate the shipwrecks marked on your map. At 0 out of 3, defeat drowned. Talk to Charity Douglas. Her name's someone Charity. And someone named Charity watches the stream and gets mad at me. Alright, defeat drowned. Alright. Got it. Game looks beautiful. Although, it kind of, in the distance over there, kind of looks like it's hiding a couple of things. Hang on, can I change settings a little bit? Although it's kind of already lagging, so I don't know if I really should. Oh, stuff is on low? Well, that shouldn't be right. I thought I had stuff on medium. Okay, it's gonna take a minute to load. Yeah. Think about literally staying over water right now. Yeah, it takes a minute for it to like fully understand what I want. Alright, let's go over here. Feed some fools. Oi! Get over here. Gotcha. You're my last one. Come on, let's go. Let's have a go. Let's have a go, bucko. Talk to Charity Douglas. Alright. Oh man, I wish I knew fluent Spanish, because I want to read the chat. So look down there. It says something esta ley e-girls in the chat down there. Man, it's lagging now.
I know you didn't enjoy that. But once their souls are gone, it's the most you can do for them. I wish I could say you eventually get used to it, but you don't. Not really.
Hey, they weren't friends of mine, so I don't really care.
Oh, dear. Where are your manners, Charity? I'm sorry. After everything you've been through today, you're probably starving, aren't you?
Do you have something to eat?
I didn't think to bring anything. But I can show you how to make do. Get some flint and wood, and make yourself a skinning knife at the fire. That's a start, at least.
Alright. Accept quest. Gather flint from the ground. Gather greenwood from a bush. Coincidentally, 4 things of flint right here. And this is oh, I thought that was a bush. Oh wait, let's kill this fool. Actually, I think that's a quest actually when I make the skinning knife. Okay, I only need one. Craft flint. Is the game lagging? Yeah, because we're a little framey, my end. We're little frames. How's the game on streaming? Oh jeez. Okay, I may have to go back to playing on low. I mean, it's not that bad playing on low. Chronicles of Ilaria? It's not that bad playing on low. Alright, what is this? I didn't mean to use that. No. Oh. Alright, flint skinning. Nice.
Got your skinning knife, eh? It's
Why'd you do her hand like that?
exactly pretty, but it'll do the job. I mean, don't feel bad. I've certainly seen worse.
Okay.
Alright, now that you've got your little knife, you can rustle up a meal. There's lots of boar about. Hunt one down, skin it, roast the meat on the fire, and that should tide you over.
Sounds like a plan.
Pick yourself a fat one if you can. This is actually a good hunting spot.
Let's go. Hunt boar for a meal. Hey, you! Die for me, will ya? Like 2 days. Thank you. Now time to skin you alive. Alright, let's go. Cook light ration at the campfire. No, not that. Not rest. What am I doing? I'm cooking, right? There it is, light ration. Nice.
Cold beach like this? Oh, nothing like a warm meal by the fire. I bet you're glad you took the time.
I mean, it took like 2 seconds.
I hope it doesn't seem like life is just a misery here. Some people quite like it. And the weather here in Monarch's Bluffs is nice. Most of the time.
So people don't die here?
Not most of the time. And most of us don't even age. It's something to do with the blue Azoth. It's just not always predictable. Some age, some don't, some die, some don't, and then some come back as corrupted or lost.
Anything else you need to help with? You need help with?
So. That was a freak storm that wrecked your ship. All these ships. I mean, it's corruption that causes storms off the coast all the time. That was the worst I've ever seen.
What is the corruption?
It's that nasty red stuff, kind of an evil magic. Being corrupted is even worse than being lost. The corruption forms a ring around a turnip and smashes any ships approaching, and any that try to leave.
Is there any way to fight it?
Storms are just a fact of life here. The best we can do is keep records of all the ships corruption claims. In fact, if you could scrub these ships for any keepsakes, the settlement will want them.
It's a quest. Keepsakes. Alright, so this is one quest. Or it may not be this one, it may be the one after this one. I believe, where I took like, it took me like a whole hour to get it. Whereas it took others like 10 minutes, or 5. It wasn't that hard, but... You, my dumb self, couldn't do anything. Let's do strength. Hey gentlemen, how you doing? Oh, we're getting a little more framey. Excuse me, no need to, you know, get mad. Yeah, this is the mission, I remember this quest vividly. It took me like a whole hour, like I said. Purchase upgrade. Dang, I got a lot of upgrades. Hey! Okay, that's it, buddy, that's it. Try to be nice, but you know you can't be nice to everybody, you know. Excuse me, sir. Just need some stuff that may or may not have belonged to you. I don't know. Day 13. Immunity is upon us. Bowstring. I have to do what this means. Collect ship's log. Okay, now collect ship's manifest. How do we collect the manifest? Space in right. What's in here? Those are behind the ship. Let's go. Oh dang, I was gonna try to cheat the game. Oh dang it. Hey, this is basically like Dying Light 2, just in third person. I'm gonna go through here. I'm probably gonna glitch myself out. I did that once when I did this. Oh. There's nothing in here. Nice. Okay, we can go to the next one. Ooh, more stuff. Manifest, there it is. 3 crates, hard rations, 2 reels of pouch. Okay. Collect ship's roster. This one? Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? No, it's this one. Here's the roster. Captain K-Peel, First Mate 2B, Chief Technical Officer Celessa, Second Note here again. Search shipwrecks for records of and remains. How did this take me so long? Like, this should not have taken me that whole hour. This took me like 5 minutes now. I don't even remember how I did it. I think it's because I don't play MMORPGs. So, I mean, this one was kind of one of my first ones. Like, I really liked it. I thought the graphics looked good. I thought gameplay was great. I thought cutscene was great too. So yeah. Excuse me, gentlemen. Don't bother me. Okay. Oh, okay, Jesus Christ. No. Get out the way. Stockpile. Got everything from there. Anything else? Man. Oh, I thought it was more. I can make muskets and stuff? I didn't know you can make muskets in this game. Like my character on my other account, my other character in this game only has like 3 hours in total. So I don't know. I didn't know you can make muskets. Bounty of Bowl. Collect the ship's flag from the stern. Collect the ship's flag from the bow. And then the quest will be complete. Move. Oh, come on! He can jump. This is great XP farming, though. That guy just ran away like a bee. Ship's flag. Get a good look at the flag. And the stern. Grab a couple of stuff. Get. Okay, yeah, I knew there was one ship where you could climb up these things. I just thought it was that one. Talk to Charity Douglas. Nice. You can just jump down here. Can lose a couple of health, but just get it straight back. Just get it straight back. Or a couple of HP. So I have my Coke right here. Okay, let's bail wool over there. Okay, that lagged my game there for a second. Alright, Douglas.
That's nice. You found a fair amount of records, I'd say. The Monarch's Bluff settlement keeps all this. It's a kind of memorial, I guess.
Alright, well, I really don't care. No, I don't think any of them like to,
I know you're
be honest.
probably wanting to head up to the
Not
settlement
the captain,
yourself
at least.
soon. I promise. I won't keep you too much longer. It is nice to have company, though.
What else do you need?
I can't leave until I'm sure that any corruption down here has been dealt with. You
There's
can
too much to
probably
deal
tell
with.
I don't actually savor this kind of thing. I was wondering, Maybe you could help me out?
Of course, what can I
The
do?
corruption that remains is coming from the sea cave. Turtle spit, we call it. You could go in there and just deal with it. It would make my day. But do be careful.
Okay. Let's go. And collect some material on the way. Oh no, we gotta go around this way. Ew. Level 5. You can really level up fast in this game. I'm remembering that now. F11 4 again. Flashlight, Everfall, Monarch. I have Everfall in my other account, so I kinda wanna go there. Yeah, I wanna go there because I have Everfall on my other account too. I know there's a big difference though. Some practice but not lose too much health, or if any, that'd be nice. 4, right? Think I'm out of food. 3. Hey buddy. Mind if you just chill there for a second? I'll deal with you. I have to deal with this guy. Wherever he or she is. Excuse me. Really, I gotta fight a wall. Oh, come on. Let's saw some more. Okay, let's eat. Dang, I'm out of food. And I'm dying. I gotta kill this guy. Alright, I can probably wait a minute and heal. Thankfully it doesn't take too long. Do I have any other food? Oh, I got a bow. Didn't know that. I got shoes. Got pants. Got a spear too. Got some cooking material. Got $6. Alright, let's go. Oh, really? The wall's back? I mean, the wall can't hurt me, so. Who be down here? Who the heck are you? Corrupted Kaplan? What's this little thing? Swarmer? Swarmer? Dang, this guy's weak. Dang. Yeah, wow. Like flipping, like... Yeah, wow. Alright, that wasn't really a challenge. Can't say it was. Let's put away my weapons and everything. Talk to Douglas. More dynamite action. Lose some health, it's alright. Barrel lag, it's alright. And there's Douglas. So can I say who's on? Oh no, I put tab because that's what's on Java.
Destroy whatever it was in Turtle Spit. Oh, saints be praised. That's a relief. Seriously, if we left some source of corruption down here, it would spread all over Monarch's Bluffs in a matter of days. Wherever you came from, they must be pretty tough there. I mean, you're hardly here an hour, and you're already cleansing corruption. That's pretty impressive, I'd say.
Where does corruption come from?
Oh gosh, I'm not the person to ask. Some people think they have the answer, or so they say. Maybe the dark part of a person's soul, or maybe some evil disease that takes over the mind. I just know It's not pretty. The thing is, even with the source of corruption gone, this is still a really bad sign. One of us needs to take word back to the Monarch's Bluff settlement. We need to warn them.
Alright, which do you prefer?
I prefer we go back together, but it's my duty to stay. You go. Take this message to Constable Seville. We've been worried about corruption surging like this for a long time.
Accept quest. Alright. Let's go. Where am I going? Exactly. Oh, open it. Truffle. Collect any truffle. Okay, so Monarch's Watchtower. Fast travels. Where do I need to go? Okay, yeah, okay, there. So we head that way. This game is fun. It's a nice, chill, relaxed game. Why are these bushes so big? Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen a bush this tall. I've seen plants taller, like, what's that one plant that can live to be, like, it, like, takes 25 years for it just to be, like, it takes 25 years and it's not even a quarter grown, or it is a quarter grown. Because it can live up to be 100 years and they grow big and tall. You know, it lasts longer than humans do. Most humans. Pretty much all humans, really. This game's beautiful. I really like this game. I haven't played it in, like I said, a couple of weeks. So a month, I would say, actually. It's the last time I played it. Upgrades. Ooh, a wolf. Do I ever have the level capacity to fight this thing? Or a good level to fight it? Yeah, I do. Alright, skin you alive, and I'll sell you in the town, hopefully. Maximus Deximus. So the cool thing about this game, oh wow. One of the cool parts about this game is you could just be, what is this skin? You could just be roaming the world, you could just kinda like help out your homies, you know? So where do we need to go? It's not that far. Let's go to set my other pin pop. Oh, dang it. Can't you see I'm trying to look at the map? Stupid NPC. Die. Yeah. Okay, where do I have my checkpoint thing? Okay, no. I don't want that there. I don't want that there. Okay, good. Oh, wow. We were closer than I thought. Achievement unlocked. Your new home is Monarch Butterflies. Or Monarch Bluffs Hamlet. Do I have to stay here? Because I really don't want to. Okay, yeah, there was no difference. I've noticed. I have extreme OCD, but I don't have like extreme OCD. And really, it's pretty much the same thing. Although this town feels a lot more spacious than Everfold is. So here's where we can sell stuff and buy stuff. I had like 200 when I on my other account. I don't know how I had the 200. I don't know what happened there. Because I think my character only has like 6, right? No, yeah, my character's flipping poor in this world. Town Hall. Hello, you're the person I have to talk to.
This every new face, I wonder, will those eyes soon glow red with corruption? that storm, then shattered mountain erupting. I think the moment we dreaded has come.
I have watched Douglas's report.
Let me see. Yes. Charity reports the corruption nearly got a foothold on the beach. You must be the one she mentions here. Very well. You're welcome to Monarch's Bluffs. The irony
We
of
really
the
need to
corruption
rename that.
business is that an old madman warned us about it years ago. Oh, he was right. It will get worse before it gets better.
Sounds like it wasn't
If it gets
really much of
better
a
at all,
madman.
that is. Oh, he wandered off, disappointed and angry. Well on his way to becoming lost, I suspect. I heard rumors of a creepy old man fishing by the Western River. Could be the same one. Who knows?
Fishing by the... I want to find him. You think the corruption will come here?
Most likely. The time has come for us to batten down the hatches and seal the settlement off. Take Charity's report to Magistrate.
I'm sorry, that skin just pops
He and
up
I have
out of
discussed
nowhere.
this possibility. He knows what must be done.
Quests. And this will be our last quest, and then we'll wind down and play pool. So on this account, when we get to like choosing a faction and everything, I'm probably gonna play my main one just because that's where we're at on my main one. So we're not really gonna care on this account because like I have more. I was gonna play on this one for series, but I have way more money on my main one than this. So
Let me guess. You've brought back the Watcher's report, have you not? I knew it as soon as you passed by, you see.
Stalker. Yes, I have the report here.
I don't need to read it. The storm, the eruption of Shattered Mountain, none of it's a surprise to me. You I had not anticipated, however. This is an ominous day to arrive on a Turnham.
Complete quest. Alright, this guy seems full of
Your
himself.
timing is either impeccable.
Download those guys.
or
Yeah, like I
it's
said, it's gonna be that's gonna be my last one.
Monarch's
But
Bluffs attract
if you guys want to, I love he's still
those
talking to me
strange.
as I'm like leaving the game. But yeah, if you guys want to see some more New World action, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll definitely play this game some more and grind it out. But yeah, this is the end of the stream. I'm just stopping the recording so that way I can turn it into a clip. So let me rename that actually right now. So yeah, we're gonna play pool, kind of wind down, maybe do some YouTube reactions and stuff. How big? Jesus Christ! OBS really needs to like learn how to compress files, dude. Look at that, 9 gigabytes for a 42-minute video. New. So I played pool today in typing class when I finished my work, and I didn't win a single match. However, I won one today when I came home. And look, I got so lucky towards the end, dude. Okay, if it would load, I got so lucky towards the end. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That was my first win in pool. And I'm gonna search up and see if there's a compressor for MP4 files, because I'm not giving a 10 gigabyte file. I'm not uploading a 10 gigabyte file to YouTube. It's gonna take forever. Alright, compress MP4 file. I'll just leave that tab open for now. But yeah, let's play pool. Wind down a little. I'll probably react to some videos too, or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you know what we could watch? What's in my downloads? My downloads has all the best stuff on it. We could watch. Yeah, that's what we'll watch. I'll probably get a copyright claim for this, but I don't care. It's on YouTube, and it's called The Real Story of Goodfellas. It's from our history. I love this channel, by the way. It has a lot of documentary stuff about the American Mafia and everything. And it's really great. So yeah, thankfully this is on YouTube, so it's publicly available. So that means it's not like people watching... It's not like I'm over here watching Death Note on Netflix, streaming it on Twitch. So... You guys hear that okay?
The seeds of Henry Hill's demise.
So yeah, this is based off of the movie
Before he
Goodfellas.
became a good fella.
Hey, give me some ice, kid, will you?
It's a great
Henry
movie.
Hill
too.
first comes into contact with the mafia
So
as
yeah,
an
let's
adolescent
wind down and play
when he
pool.
takes a job at a mob joint. Top man is Paul Vario, a a capo in the Lucchese crime family. One of the most violent mobs in New York.
He wasn't born a criminal.
By the way, how I got into the Mafia, like looking up stuff about the Mafia, was first the Mafia game, the Mafia Definitive Edition, and then my first ever documentary about the Mafia was actually about Tommy Lucchese, the guy in the Lucchese crime family.
But he happened to have been reared in a neighborhood infested with.
You know, here, actually, we'll watch that. We'll watch this documentary about Tommy Lucchese.
There were fixed fights, boxing. Nobody brought in money like Tommy Lucchese. This was an absolute criminal with a total criminal mind.
Tommy Lucchese saw there was a lot of money in corrupting unions.
Okay, how do I give it a volume? Jesus. How do I give it a volume on this? There we go.
There were fixed fights. Boxing never saw such corruptness as when the mob was there.
The Lucchese crime family is one of the most significant organized crime families in the country.
Tommy Lucchese was a guy who would kill you in a heartbeat if he thought you were going to get in his way. This was a stone cold killer.
Lucchese's like Lucchese, Lucky Luciano, and Joey Gallo. Although that may be a basic group of people, a basic group of mobsters, those are like my favorite ones to look up. Are those three, like Joey Gallo, Tommy Lucchese, and Lucky Luciano. Again, yeah, that is very basic, but yeah, those are ones I like looking up. You know,
New York
we titled the
City,
new
1934. Popular violinist David Rubinoff ducked into a restaurant for a bite to eat. Inside, he spotted a notorious diner across the room. It was mobster Tommy Lucchese. When the guy caught sight of Lucchese, he literally went white. And Tommy invited him over to the table. Rubinoff had a reason to be scared. He owed Lucchese $10,000. In those days,
Dang
10
it.
grand was a lot of money. It was the Great Depression. A
What year is
toothbrush
this?
cost
I
5
kinda wanna look
cents,
that up
and a
now.
loaf of bread
What year is
went
this?
for less than a dime. In those days, and Tommy invited him over to the table. Rubinoff had a reason to be scared. He owed Lucchese $10,000. In those
Okay, let's say it's 1935. Inflation, not rate, but calculator. All right, 1935. 10,000. Calculate. Dang. All right.
those days, 10 grand was a lot of money. It was the Great
Not
Depression.
as much as I was expecting,
A
but
toothbrush
still a
cost
lot.
5 cents, and a loaf of bread went for less than a dime. Rubinoff had borrowed the cash from Lucchese to buy a Stradivarius violin, but never paid him back in full. The Russian-born musician knew he was in trouble. No one welched on Tommy Lucchese. Rubinoff told Lucchese that he was having money problems, but would pay him back. It was the wrong answer. Lucchese casually reached for Rubinoff's hand. And Tommy said, you know, you got beautiful hands. What a shame it would be that anything would ever happen.
The way this guy tells a story, it's so creepy.
Lucchese told the violinist he wanted to talk it over in the back alley behind the restaurant. Rubinoff was terrified. And the guy said, Tommy, I'll have your money tomorrow morning. I swear. I said, that's good. That's nice. See you tomorrow morning. Rubinoff didn't waste time. The next day, he paid his debt back in full. As usual, Tommy Lucchese got what he wanted. The odd thing about Tommy Lucchese's success was he didn't look the part. He was 5 feet 2 inches tall.
Dang, I'm
Probably
5'6".
didn't weigh more than 105 pounds. But don't be fooled by appearances.
He'd kill you in a heartbeat if he thought you were going to get in his way.
I'm 5'6" and 14. Jeez. Ooh.
Ellis Island, New York. In 1910, it was the gateway to America for millions of immigrants. The masses included an 11-year-old Sicilian boy.
I have an opportunity to
Tommy
win.
Lucchese.
But this shot depends on that opportunity.
The Lucchese's squeezed
Nice.
into an apartment in New York
Please,
City's
please, please,
East
please line
Harlem.
it up perfectly.
Italian gangs
Maybe,
ruled
maybe,
the
just
streets.
maybe.
They'd shake down the local
I could get my
store
second
owners
win
for
in pool.
payoffs, and if someone didn't play along, all bets were off.
Yes, let's go.
They were preying on
Heck
their
yeah,
own
first match of the night.
immigrant stock, the Italian-American gang.
Dang it.
They appeared to be more violent. They're more
I got a
more
foul
willing to
somehow.
commit murders.
What was
and
the foul
intimidate
exactly?
people.
Was I not supposed to do that yet?
Tommy's father earned an honest
Oh, no,
living,
the
hauling
white ball
concrete
go in
day
there.
and day out.
Dang it.
Each day, Tommy watched his dad work himself to death, while thugs in the neighborhood
I'm still trying to learn
earned
pool,
an easy
guys,
living
okay?
through rackets.
Don't bully me.
As a teenager, Tommy ran with a band of young criminals. They called themselves the
Dang it, I already got a
107th
foul.
Street Gang.
I got a foul.
Tommy got mixed up very quickly with these street hoods. Kids who would run around robbing peddlers.
Anything that wasn't nailed down, they would try to steal, break into places, burglary,
I always
stealing
get
goods off
stripes.
trucks, anything where they could turn a fast buck.
Tommy answered to the gang's leader, another Sicilian named Charles Lucky Luciano. Lucchese's parents didn't like what they were seeing. They pushed him to get a steady job, and soon,
And I
Lucchese
still got
went
one
to
in.
work.
Still got one in. I think I may have
He
a
got a
setup.
job in a machine shop, during which time there was a bad accident that sliced off the thumb
Dang it.
and
I
forefinger
had an
of his
opportunity, but I
right
lost.
hand, leaving him with 3 fingers.
Oh, dang, this guy has a lot of opportunities. The computer has a lot of
The accident
opportunities.
convinced him
God.
that no good would ever come from a respectable job.
Dang it.
Lucchese quit and returned to his gang. Before long, rumors of his criminal deeds reached his parents.
They were very upset that he clearly was drifting into a life of crime. The family was appalled because they were quite convinced that he would bring shame on them as a criminal.
Lucchese's dad kicked Tommy out of the house. He moved into a tenement apartment and joined up with his other family, the members of the 107th Street Gang. Tommy hit the streets, hustling and stealing from anyone in East Harlem.
It was a kind of juvenile crime that was very prevalent in the neighborhood, and he was no exception. But almost from the start,
Dang it,
he seemed to be a little more
I got one of
clever
his in.
than some of the other kids. So he,
My whole reason for
he
picking
was
that
almost
ball was to not
automatically
get
a
that one.
leader.
In 1917, 18-year-old Lucchese came up with a scheme to shake down store owners, an extortion racket disguised as a window
Nice.
cleaning
You
business.
got one of mine.
He would go to a merchant who had a big, beautiful storefront window and say, I have a window cleaning service that is superior to every other cleaning service you could use.
The idea was if you didn't go along with the scheme, they'd break your window. So it would cost you hundreds of dollars instead of maybe $50 a week.
And after a while, people in East Harlem got the message, which is that if you wanted to keep your windows
Dang
intact
it.
and have them
Just a
clean
couple
at the
more
same
inches
time,
and I would have gotten it.
the Lucchese window cleaning service was the
And
way to go.
he has a clear shot.
Young Lucchese raked in the cash, hand over fist. It was his first foray into organized crime, and a long...
You know what I love about these too? Like watching these gangster documentaries? This is, I forgot what it is. I think it's called Scared Straight. It's a show where like all these kids are like, when I grow up I'm gonna rob a bank, I'm gonna do drugs, yada yada, I'm gonna do all this stuff, I'm gonna start my own gang, or be a part of a gang. And then it's like they get put in prison, and then they meet the prisoners in there, and then their parents will come and visit them, and they'll be just crying to them and be like, "Mommy, I want to go home. Please get me out of here. Take me home. I don't want to be here anymore." It's the most funniest stuff too. I know it's terrible to say. I laughed at a kid crying, but These are kids that are like, I'm gonna join a gang and stuff, and I'm gonna be a gangster, rob a bank, and they just go to jail for like one day and meet the prisoners that are there, and all of a sudden the whole attitude just changed.
Away from his dad's job hauling concrete. But Tommy was not a common street thug. He used his brain to develop rackets for his gang.
Nobody brought in money like Tommy Lucchese. This was an absolute criminal with a total criminal mind.
By the early 1920s, a powerful mobster named Joseph Masseria reached out to Lucchese and to the leader of his gang, Lucky Luciano. Masseria ruled Manhattan with an iron fist. On the street, people called him Joe the Boss. Joe the Boss could recognize criminal talent when he saw it. He hired Luciano and Lucchese as hitmen, and they went to work right away. Tommy committed an estimated 30 murders for his new boss. Lucchese had come a long way from window cleaning scams. Now, he was a killer. Yet in spite of the body count, Lucchese managed to avoid jail time.
I didn't get stripes this
time? He
time?
had a reputation for brutality and used that to intimidate witnesses. In 1921, at the age of 22, the cops caught Tommy stealing an expensive car, a Packard. And with the arrest came a nickname from the police.
And when it came the time for him to be booked, he had to go through the usual process, one of which was his fingerprints. One of the detectives or police officers who was fingerprinting him noticed that he had a mangled right hand. At the time, there was a very celebrated, terrific pitcher for the Chicago Cubs known as Mordecai Three-Finger Brown.
The cop nicknamed his suspect Tommy Three-Finger Brown Lucchese.
Lucchese never liked that name, but he was stuck with it.
That's the funny thing about mobsters, is they always have like these names, like Crazy Joey Gallo, or Three-Finger Brown Tommy Lucchese, or Charles Lucky Luciano, but almost none of them like being called by their actual name. By their not actual name, but you know what I mean, their nickname.
Lucchese received a criminal conviction. But prison time would do nothing to change Lucchese. He wanted money and power, and was willing to kill anyone to get it.
Please, oh thank God. Go away.
In the early 1920s, it seemed Tommy Lucchese could kill anyone in New York's East Harlem at any time. No one dared to testify against him. He got away with everything. That is, until the police caught him stealing a car and locked him up.
Until he got arrested for auto theft, Mr. Lucchese got away with everything. As it turned out, that was the last time he was ever in prison for anything.
Sing Sing Prison on the Hudson River north of New York City was one of the nation's oldest and toughest prisons. The state sent some of the worst mobsters up the river to Sing Sing. Tommy fit in just fine.
Dang it.
13 months later, the state paroled Lucchese. Tommy returned to New York, a free man. Back in East Harlem, the Roaring Twenties had taken over Lucchese's old neighborhood. In order to clamp down on booze-related crime, the U.S. government amended the Constitution to include prohibition. But on the streets of New York, locals continued to drink alcohol, and crime exploded. Lucchese saw an opportunity. The government made liquor illegal, but there was still a big demand.
Dang it, he was so close to getting one of mine in there.
But
this
Tommy
ball,
worked for Joe
God.
Masseria, an ill-tempered boss
It's
who
in
had
the
fought
way,
his
I can't
way to
hit
the top,
mine.
taking out everyone in his
Literally
way.
only go for this.
He had a stranglehold on power in the family and had no interest in working with gangsters that weren't Italian. Tommy's generation called members of the old guard like Masseria the
Did he just get a
Mustache
foul?
Pete's.
Did the computer get a foul?
Masseria wanted to produce low-grade bathtub gin and sell it to the neighborhood drunks. He treated bootlegging like a small-time con It frustrated Lucchese and his fellow gangster, Lucky Luciano. They knew it could be so much more.
The young generation said, this is stupid. That's not where the money is. People with lots of money who are accustomed to spending a lot of money on the finest possible whiskey and scotch they could buy. Do you think they're gonna drink this rot gut you're producing? Are you crazy? Look at your market. The real market is downtown.
Dang it, how did I not get that?
Masseria disagreed with Lucchese and Luciano.
Kind of screwed him?
He hated their philosophy.
Oh, dang it, no, I didn't.
But couldn't ignore the incredible profits.
Spoke too soon.
To make their plan work, Lucchese and Luciano convinced Masseria to smuggle high-quality foreign liquor into the U.S. and sell it to the speakeasies.
Everybody.
I feel like I'm putting too much force
the general
to it.
public
Dang it, it was so
viewed
close.
it as just a silly law, and it was not a big deal to break this law.
As a result, liquor was big business, and Lucchese would work with Jews in the city, not just Italians.
He would work with any ethnic group. He had no prejudice against working with Jewish gangsters.
People like Lucchese said, look, the Jews are teaching us certain finer points of organized crime. We need them, and they need us.
In the late 1920s, Masseria declared war on rival mobster Salvatore Maranzano. Each man wanted to control New York's underworld by himself.
Did I get copyrighted yet? Did I get copyrighted for this yet?
Nearly 100 gangsters died in
Am I even
street
still
battles. Tommy
surprised.
Lucchese and Lucky Luciano sided with their boss, Masseria, but wanted the bloodshed to end.
Luciano saw this as bad advertising. You couldn't have bodies strewn all over the streets and not expect somehow the city and the city government and the police department to respond.
Luciano knew blood was bad for business. Masseria had to go. Lucchese and Luciano
oh my
drew up
God.
a cunning plan
Look at
for
that.
a hostile takeover of the New York underworld. Taking out Masseria first, then his rival, Maranzano.
Hey, that looks like the Joe Profaci or Joe Colombo version of the guy who plays Joe Colombo on that show on Paramount, The Offer.
He was in the middle.
Which I like, honestly. I
playing
like
off
it.
one
I like
side
The Offer.
against
It's a
the
good
other,
show.
pretending he was allied with somebody while double-crossing them at the same time.
The plan was flawless.
It has its like
Lucchese
2
would secretly
seconds
meet
where
with
it's kind of
Maranzano and pledge his allegiance.
So if any of you
Luciano would then
aren't
take
really
out
fans of
Masseria,
that.
clearing the way for Maranzano to become the most powerful mobster in New York City. On April 15th, 1931, at a restaurant on Brooklyn's Coney Island,
He has a clear shot.
4 gunmen burst in on Joe Masseria.
Excuse me.
They riddled Masseria. He was killed instantly.
Crime scene photos show Masseria with the ace of spades in his hand. A sign of bad luck in some circles. Next, with Masseria out of the way, Lucchese and Luciano moved on Maranzano. It was up to Lucchese to find a way to knock him off.
Lucchese was very intelligent, and he snooped around, found out what was going on.
Posing as a disaffected
Dang, I
member
got
of
one of these in
Luciano's
my
group,
mind.
Lucchese infiltrated Maranzano's organization. Tommy learned that Maranzano worried about a possible audit from the IRS.
Tommy's great strength as an organized criminal was his ability to read people and to find out where you were vulnerable.
Maranzano told his bodyguards in the office,
I think he may have given me an opening.
tower, not to carry
No, he
guns
really didn't.
anymore, because he didn't want them to be busted on
Yeah, he
gun
really didn't.
charges when the IRS guy showed up.
On September 10th, 1931, 4 men showed up at Maranzano's office in
Get the ball
Grand
away
Central
from where he
Station.
can hit it, though.
They said they were with the IRS.
Without any announcement, 3 people claiming to be
Nice.
from the IRS
See, I kinda
walked into
screwed
the
him,
office.
too.
And strangely enough, 3-Finger Brown Lucchese was there.
The men weren't IRS agents. They were Lucchese's hitmen.
Everybody was lined up. These guys pulled out guns, and Lucchese had a pre-arrangement with these killers. He made a nod of his head to who was Maranzano. They knifed him and shot him. and he was finished.
With Masseria and Maranzano out of the picture, Lucchese and Luciano could build a criminal empire. The deal was simple. Get in line with Lucchese or get wiped out.
I gave him an opening. Yeah, he's gonna win this.
In 1931, Tommy Lucchese
I had a
and
little
Lucky
comeback
Luciano
for a second.
took out their biggest competition in New York, an older generation of mobsters called the Mustache Pete's. Lucchese and Luciano sat atop the criminal underworld. They were now in a position to rewrite the rules of organized crime in New York City. It would pave the way for Lucchese's rise to power.
Nice. Yep, it's over from here. Dang it.
Luciano had a new take on crime.
Yep, dang.
He urged the city's top mobsters to stop fighting and work together.
Oh.
He had a simple strategy. Give each family autonomous control over different criminal enterprises.
Traditional Italian organized crime, as we know it today, was formed in 1931 when Luciano created the 5 organized crime families in New York.
Luciano said the best way for our survival is by not drawing attention to ourselves and to expanding our economic empire.
Luciano took his business model one step further. Each family had a chain of command with a boss at the top.
The structure of organized crime is very, very simple. You have a boss, you have an underboss, a consigliere, a soldier, and the soldier has a lot of associates.
The bosses were virtually immune from prosecution. Of course, they never pulled a trigger, they never roughed up anybody. For the most part, trying to prove a conspiracy case against them would have been impossible.
For a low-profile mobster like Lucchese, the families provided an ideal shelter for his rackets. The other mobsters respected Luciano, and he, in turn, respected his old right-hand man.
Luciano rewarded Tommy Lucchese by giving him a very top role in one of the 5 gangs. Tommy Lucchese became the number 2 man in a very important family, known as the Gagliano family.
At the age of 32, Tommy Lucchese took his place as one of the top mobsters in the city. But unlike Luciano, who lived in a suite on Park Avenue, Lucchese and his family lived in a modest home in New Jersey. He didn't want to draw attention to his business. Then, in the early 1930s, Lucchese and Luciano looked ahead to a time after Prohibition.
We're gonna have to have something to replace it.
8 Ball's gonna
and
go.
It's gotta be something big because
like I got a
this
foul.
is a lot
I
of
gave
money
him a
we're
couple
getting in
too,
from
dang it.
Prohibition. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
In 1933, their prediction came true. Prohibition ended. Lucchese didn't miss a beat. He used his connections with Jewish mobsters to make money on the side. In, of all things, the kosher chicken business.
At that time in New York in the early 30s, the kosher chicken business was a very big business, but it was very competitive, and there was a lot of disarray.
Lucchese discovered a very small, highly specialized union at the heart of the business. Unlike mainstream slaughterhouses, kosher chickens have to be butchered by hand and only by a select group of certified rabbis.
They were the kosher qualified butchers who did the actual work preparing the chicken. It was a father-son union, meaning it took you 20 or 30 years
I got one of
to
his,
master
and I got a
this.
foul. Nice.
So if they went on strike, you're in trouble because you can't simply say, okay, you know, call the employment agency.
All right, we'll
and
stop
get
at the
me a couple
halfway
of
point, and
cook-downs.
then I'll
It'll
let you
work that
guys,
way.
if you want to, look up the video. and watch
Lucchese
it
secretly took control of the union, and soon, the entire industry.
He moved in effect, created a cartel.
Oh, thank God.
In which every aspect of the kosher chicken business
I'm gonna
would
screw
be
this up.
controlled
Watch.
by him. The slaughtering, the distribution, the transportation.
Lucchese set prices and controlled the contracts. Ironically, the manufacturers appreciated Lucchese's efforts because he promised them a portion of the market.
Or I think he has a
They're
clear shot.
unhappy about it.
He has a clear shot from here.
Because at one time you could get wiped out in a season.
Or not.
If your competitor came and undercut you by 2 cents a pound. Now you are guaranteed a certain portion of the market as long as you cooperate.
He benefited
Dang it.
everybody, he thought. He benefited the merchants, the slaughterers, the transporters, and mostly himself.
Lucchese's scheme did not benefit his
Alright, so
customers.
it's pretty much the halfway point. I'll stop there, so I don't want to play the full thing. But yeah, I mean, that's a good video. This is a good documentary, guys. I highly recommend watching it. Because they're into kind of mafia stuff or looking that stuff up. What should we catch up on now? Actually, you know, I gotta run to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. What is Argument up to? I saw this stream today, although kind of want to cover the quantum stuff just because I hate covering copyright stuff sometimes. Is there anything? EDP launched his website? I gotta see this.
There. EDP 445 launched his website
Nice.
a few days ago, a couple weeks ago. I guess EDP 445 news just isn't making the rounds like it used to because I didn't hear or see anybody report on this.
I saw a couple of documentaries.
It was actually recommended that I
like
talk
2
about
different
this on the Reddit
documentaries.
earlier this morning. But looking at this website right now, or what used to be of this website, because spoiler, it's already been deplatformed.
Nice.
But I just want you guys to take a look at the.
I said that sarcastically. I shouldn't have said that sarcastically. When I say nice for that, yeah, good. Like EDP shouldn't have a job. He shouldn't be able to work anywhere in any part of this world. He shouldn't have a platform, a website, a Twitter, a Facebook, a YouTube, a MySpace, a Reddit. He shouldn't have anything. Anything at all. He should just, try to live out his life. He's kind of been. I watched a documentary that just kind of like states that he's hurting for money, which let's be honest, he probably is, because he's been deplatformed off of YouTube because he's a pedophile. So he probably is hurting for money. So yeah, there'll be a point where he's homeless, and I won't have any remorse for him because of what he did. Dang it! I did not mean to hit
the front page of this website right here.
I like the little artwork, like painting.
Yeah, you got some. I mean, the shit. It looks sick, right? Welcome to EDP445.com. We in the building, bitch. I'll upload new videos for you guys daily and keep adding new content to keep it fresh.
Nice.
You know, we in the building, bitch. You know, it's the EDP 445 movement. It's here. And all.
Let's be honest. Everyone that watches these videos from this point on, I'll probably just either pedophiles or haters.
It's glory. New videos for the fans. Merchandise. You know, if you want to get some EDP 445 merchandise, nice, poorly edited logo on that dude's shirt.
Fund.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the fact that TikTok has all these like random like
wait,
shitty
I'm
named
making a
accounts that will
foul.
blow up.
Oh, thank
I looked
God.
up EDP on TikTok. There's one
Thank
called
God.
EDpedo_official that has 20,000 followers.
Jesus.
Like, what even is this?
Oh my God! And coming soon,
live
streaming
with EDP
445.
Nice.
It's a little bit.
What? I hope he didn't add a chat. Well, I mean, the website shut down, but you know, imagine there was a chat and he was live streaming.
Unclear when live streaming will take place because right now the website has been permanently removed, as reported by this user on Reddit. Says his website is permanently suspended. I just contacted the hosting provider and let them know he's a dirty pedophile that was posting racist and
first time a
anti-Semitic
Redditor
content.
did good.
They confirmed the website has been permanently suspended.
Why
first time
I don't
a Redditor
understand.
done
Once
good.
again, why
Nice.
is this like he's a pedophile and he's racist? Like, why is that even
You
like
gotta add that extra.
considered within the same like sentence? I don't even.
You know,
yeah.
and then the web provider is like, oh shit.
One's way worse than the other.
You know.
They were like, when they heard pedo,
okay,
when they heard pedo, they were like on the fence. They were like, oh, I don't know, maybe you can stay.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know the context.
Oh, racism, no.
Stuff. And then they saw racist. They were like, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. And anti-Semitic? Well, I'm Jewish. This is done.
Jesus.
Yeah, but wax there. Yeah. No one went there.
Jewish.
Is that what they say?
Is that what website providers say?
Jewish people typically don't like anti-Semitic.
True.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if EDP
I
offered
could
you
probably
a
get
spot
behind
to
that.
stream on his website, Augie, would you take it?
I would take it.
EDP445.com/Augie.
Nice.
I would immediately set up a channel.
I'll get banned off Cozy. This is where he goes. Let's try that.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not
I
gonna be
want
able
to
to.
have a backup that's as safe as possible. Who knows what's gonna happen to me on the internet? So
Safe as possible.
I would.
Fuck Gab. This is the real free speech solution.
I would go on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what his position is on, flagging. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Come
That
on,
might
come
be
on.
the deal
Oh,
breaker
thank
there.
God. Thank God.
That's a
No,
deal breaker.
no. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Let's go. Finally, my first one of the night. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Actually, then I win one other. Yes. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Baker. Will there be a flag button on the
All right.
website?
Exactly.
Is that all?
Sam.
Yeah, Sam Hyde. Okay, what else we got? Quantum TV, don't care. Excuse me, Boogie449 for Sam Hyde, Elon Musk, suppose something about his Twitter thing. Old tweets from Acme, don't care. Def Noodles, H3 clip, John Swan, Swan and Tipster call. John and Aiden leaked text, Willie Mac joins. Vid, Walk versus Ralph. I'm interested in this John Swan segment here.
Anyway, let's get into some John Swan. How about that?
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, so, if you guys want context of the John Swan drama, there's like this pedophile document that came out that John helped with, or whatever. I think he claimed he didn't help with it, or whatever, and he didn't write the document, but the person he blamed it on was like, hey, I could go see the version history of this document, and I can prove that you did edit and write parts of this document. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole understanding of this drama so far. And yeah, and he changed some words around. He reworded a lot of stuff. That's my whole understanding.
No?
Alright, Jesus. Holy shit, that was loud. Oh my
That's
God.
a good ear rape right there. I like that.
Just fucking shat on me completely.
That's good.
Sorry about that, chat. Anyway, as we were saying...
A wake-up call for the people snoozing.
John Swan got a bunch of calls leaked on him last week. Now, basically, everybody's kind of been dumping everything they have on John Swan. And one of the calls that got leaked was apparently John Swan, after he apologized to Pie Man, he secretly recorded the call to Pie Man. And then he got together with a bunch of his friends and planned for one of them to secretly like release it because he thought the call made him look really good and he wanted people to see it, but he obviously didn't want to post the call himself. So instead he got together with a bunch of his Spurgy Discord friends and tried to coordinate a gay op where one of them releases, like sneak releases the call. And
from my understanding, by the way, John... This is what Aki actually said. That should probably give you guys an idea of why John's kind of been in trouble with the commentary community. Basically, John is seen as like this high school bully, and Aki and Boblex and not Aiden, Tiki Tom, they all think John Swan was the kid that never got to be a bully in high school. So he takes it. He does bullying in the commentary community to other commentators, basically. So that's it. Hopefully, I don't think that actually will, now that I think about it, but hopefully that gives you some understanding of why we're talking about John Swan, why he's in trouble.
John can say, oh, it was leaked, I have nothing to do with this, but then people listen to the call and they're like, wow, John's a nice guy. What an awesome person.
Yeah,
that was
and I believe this was the plan from the beginning going into the recording, so it wasn't just like, oh, a genuine apology he happened to record, and he's like, oh, I look good, let me leak it. It was, like, planned to be leaked before he even made the call, correct?
Yeah. Which means that the entire Pie Man apology was, constructed and bullshit.
By John
It
Swan.
means that John, it's just another example of another gay op that he's been involved with, another example of him being intentionally dishonest, another example of him planning on lying to the public. It's just another example of him doing all the...
Another example of him being gay, sucking dick.
Yeah, exactly. Another example of him sucking cock. It's like all the worst things that people criticize John for. It's just like a massive example of that. It's like all the worst
like
things you can
gay.
be as a person. Like being gay. It's just like...
Definitely was
just
gonna
another
clip
video of
this.
him being gay. So...
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought we'd listen to
Quantum
some
would
of
rip
it.
into John Swan, dude.
Quantum would kill him.
Yeah.
Like... No shot.
Dang it.
Completely. So...
Call his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
I got like three
At
left.
least
I gotta
Susie
make
Lou
this.
didn't
No, I'm
call
gonna be able
John
to beat this
Swan's
guy.
mom. Like, Quantum definitely eclipses Susie Lou in terms of craziness, in my opinion. Even though
No.
Susie Lou is pretty nutty.
We're going to listen to some of the call here of John and his friends coordinating. Let me quickly see what this Medicare tweet is. PPP versus Baked Alaska to fight on the same card as Ralph and Andy. Kino Casino said they would set it up.
Baked Alaska's being in a fight?
If this event actually goes through, I'm definitely going to it in real life.
That is a big one. PPP
Keemstar versus Baked Alaska is what I want to see.
Oh my god, is he gonna bring pepper spray?
Alright, let's hit this John call right now. Actually, first, let me read this. Cats of Vlog in 5.
Money on
We
Keem.
need an
Don't
extra.
already
Get
know.
Stejo and call.
Can't tell.
Hell yeah.
It must be somebody tied to you or you, John, right?
Yeah.
And that's something you
wants
want
to say it can just be one of you guys, and then one of you guys send it to someone else, and then someone
I
else
think
sends it
there's
to
really
someone
no way
else.
to get these two in there without hitting that.
Because obviously I don't care. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
you would have a motive, though. You would have the motive of, I guess, setting your reputation straight. The question is, how convincing is the call, though? Because I've seen some of it, but that was a while ago. So how, like...
No, the call's pretty bad.
How compelling would your case be in this situation?
Dang it,
Nick
come on.
listened to it, and he was like, you have a very good case here. And if Nick says I have a very good case, then, I think I have a pretty good case. I don't know. I was pretty like, dude, in that call, I was just like, I just want it all to end. And I was like, I was so incredibly compromising. I gave him the out.
How long the segment? Hang on, I want to see how long the segment lasts for, actually. Before we really get deep dive into this. John Swan. So the segment just lasts for. It only lasts for a couple of minutes.
Every
9 more
opportunity,
minutes.
like every single thing that he could have had, like fault for, I basically said, it's no worries, don't worry about it, or like, it's not your fault, or, I gave him the out at every single opportunity. There was no blame on him in literally anything in that call, pretty much. It looks incredibly bad for him, incredibly good for me. There was almost no framing that looks bad for me, that call. It's pretty bad for fine, and we can listen to it later, the full thing, but I feel like if we want to do this, there's only one way.
I'm confused here. So John's talking about the call that they're trying to set up a plan to fake leak, right? Why is he saying Pieman would look or looks really bad in the call?
Didn't Pieman not say anything? Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Is he referring to like a different situation later where Pieman like fucked up or something, or because like Pieman didn't say anything in the call with John Swan?
See, I'm confused at that part, right? Like, why would Pieman possibly? I can see why John would think he'd look good, but why would he think Pieman looks bad? I don't know. I'm just confused there.
A little weird.
You get a new Twitter account with a number that none of you have registered. So we get someone else to make a Google Voice number or something, and then we leak it through that, so it has no ties to literally anyone. And then we leave it for like ages, and then all of a sudden people start retweeting it out of nowhere, because you could just say you found it through like Twitter search or something.
Sounds like I had a lot of stuff figured out. Look at Dumpy though with the comment. You look good.
And that's probably the best way for you to do it, at least the way I thought about it, because you can't do it through an account that has followers. I don't think that's not gonna work. Because that would almost be like a mystery then, right? Like who you don't even know who the leaker is.
Oh, Cammy in the chat is saying Pieman would look bad because Pieman claimed that John had never apologized to him. So, okay, so John's like wants. So that's why John wants to leak the call then, so that everybody like shuts the fuck up.
To be fair, someone pointed this out when it was being leaked, and I think I was watching it live in Bunk's chat. They pointed out that he never said "I apologize" once to him or "I'm sorry." He said "I would like to apologize" and then started like blabbing on, but he never said "I apologize" or "I'm sorry."
Nice. So
I
he's
mean,
an
we're
asshole.
gonna listen to the call to like confirm it. Maybe he did say "I'm sorry," but
I don't think he did.
yeah, I don't remember him saying that, and I listened to it. So.
He has a very strange way of apologizing.
I didn't actually plan on playing the Pieman call. I wanted to play the tipster call because I found it personally more interesting. But do you guys want to play the Pieman call instead?
We can play like a bit of it, maybe not all of it.
What's the tipster call? So I thought when because I saw that somewhere, Swan and Tip call. It's only like 20 extra minutes. Can go for a couple of hours. Come on, I just started streaming more because I got school and everything, so I just get like lazy and fall asleep, and I don't stream at all. So I want to get more streaming hours in when I do stream on the weekends, and I would definitely want to do more streams during the summer.
Because it's kind of he drones on for really.
I can only listen to so much John Swan on these streams. So
Yeah.
I actually haven't heard any of the tip thing.
I say
neither have I.
I vote tipster, but I guess
Yeah, definitely show the tipster one. But if you're gonna show the other one, just show a little bit.
We'll run
of
a poll in chat. Which John call should we listen to?
Well, if it's a pick between the two, I think we should watch the tipster one. But
yeah, okay. I vote tipster too, but we'll see.
I haven't heard the tipster one either. Like Turkey Tom
Anyway.
said.
But yeah, listen to these guys like orchestrate this in the call, right? Like John's sitting here like, oh, it would look so good for me. It would look so bad for him. So we set up a Google phone number and stuff like that. Like, it shouldn't surprise me, but it does. It just surprises me, not necessarily that John would do something like this, but it just surprises me that right after the Dream situation, when his reputation is at the lowest, he's still just as gay as he was at the peak of the Dream situation, right? Like, it just sucks. It really does.
yeah, doing this post stream is a little.
Yeah, I cover the Dream drama, and yes, that really screwed him over for a while. For a long while. I defended him also for the first while, but then he came out and was like, hey, what? I forgot the end of the drama. How did that drama end? I know John was in the wrong, and he lied about something. I forgot the entire drama, actually, to be honest. But I know I covered it. It's one of my most popular topics that I ever covered on this channel, actually.
Yeah, immediately after. Like, after he got busted by Nick, the biggest asshole on the internet, he's already doing gay shit on Discord again. It's like, all right, dude. So, anyway.
You should change it from gay ops to swan ops, dude.
Yeah.
So true.
Please say, like, I don't want you guys to take the blame though, but like in my head,
I'm not
what I'm
really
thinking is like,
I don't want to be a person that leaks stuff in general. Like I don't feel comfortable like putting my like personal account on like.
No, I know what you mean. I don't know.
Okay.
I could just
Also,
say
the irony of Jaco saying, "I'm not a person who likes to leak stuff." Good one, buddy. Good one.
Like I sent it in a group chat with a bunch of people in there, and one of them probably took it and sent it to other people, and it went down the chain. That's probably what I would say. I don't have to go into depth about who those people were in that group chat or how it got there, but eventually it got to someone.
You don't want to get dragged into like a controversial situation again, like that would be like.
I think it's going to be inevitable. I'm going to have to say something about it when it happens, when it leaks. That's the opportunity, because right now I can't just come out and say something, right? The thing about this isn't so much just it being leaked as it is me getting an opportunity to explain myself in a way that doesn't seem forced. Because I could just go and like drop a. I thought about like maybe just doing like a short thread on Twitter. I don't want to have any hand in that. I don't want to write it. I don't want anything, because if I write it, people fucking know I wrote it. So I can't do that. I literally can't have a single hand in it apart from like. I honestly think you don't need to think this far into it. I could just say I sent it to a group chat, and one of those people, well, either the leakers or they sent it to someone else. I mean, I don't have to name anyone. There has to be there literally has to be no names thrown around, because that group chat could have been months ago.
What happens if this gets really big and you know, if this gets really big, someone's going to bring up the question, you know, like, do you seriously not remember anyone that was in that group chat? And I think that's
I could say I remember who they were, but I don't suspect that anyone in there would have leaked it, so I don't know.
Making up him
Just
remembering
making up horse shit. I mean, I think we can cut the call here. We get the point.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
not only making up
at
shit, but
09.
he's gonna lie about like him not remembering things, which puts a lot into question.
Yeah.
For his future statements, like, oh, I didn't remember this happening, or I didn't recall. Yeah, right. We literally have you on call saying that you'll pretend to not remember things. So,
Yeah, it's
that's
just
the most damning John Swan.
All right, we don't have to hear their opinions. I feel like we're all the same opinion. It's just, man, John needs to change, dude. Like, Dream Drama screwed him over by a lot. He got a bunch of harassment for the Dream Drama, which he can take, honestly. He's a commentator and on YouTube, he's on the internet. He can take the harassment. You know, that being said, though, doesn't mean it probably wasn't bad at some points for him, because everyone on the internet, you know, or not everyone, but some people on the internet do deal with mental health issues, like Tipster, for instance, which is why he decided to leave the commentary community. So I'm not gonna say he could probably handle it, all of the hate he got, but he probably was able to handle most of it. But after that part, now the only big news involving John Swan is him being kind of the villain, I guess you could say, of this. But here is John and Tipster call.
all right. Let's hit it right now.
We'll be here waiting. Hey, dude, I just want to kind of clear some things up. I have DMs that I want to show you, because I think, I don't know, there was some things said on that stream that I didn't actually watch it. I got a call from someone else about some family shit, so I had to tune out for a second, and then Nick had to give me the fucking rundown of what happened. But if we go up here to the very top, I have information on someone that used to be.
He's already lying, all right? I had some family shit. No, you didn't. John Swan is like a single guy living home alone. Like, what? No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Okay, you got him there.
No, I'm serious. Like, that was such a lie. I had some family shit. Like, what? Shut up. That's a lie right there. Go ahead.
Be friends with. I need advice. I don't know if I got groomed or if I can use it. So weird. If I can get some advice. I took ASAP recommended I get advice. I want this to remain private, not to anyone. Do you know Kamai? I just want to tell you about what he possibly did to me. I was friends with him. He sexted me for weeks. He's legit. I can't imagine Cam doing something like that. I'm so sorry this happened to you. This is really shitty. And I asked her for proof.
All right. What John's gonna do, he's gonna justify like the creation of the doc. Because he just had the girl's best interest in mind. I know personally people that have gone to John Swan with allegations against people, and John has chosen not to do anything about it or cover it because he just deemed it like unimportant or something that wasn't his responsibility to get involved with. So it's not like John is a guy where if anybody goes to him, he'll just immediately like help you like manufacture a document because he cares about victims and he has your best interest in mind. He has turned down stories like this before in the past, and I know that personally, right? So
a lot of commentators do that, actually, because, you know, commentators can't cover every pedophile allegation or every story that's out there, you know? I mean, they could, but it would be probably overwhelming for most of them.
Oh, it's not like this.
And Augie could probably do it, just because Augie, like, has a lot of experience streaming and has just, like, hours and hours to kill on stream.
Guy just automatically, he always just goes public, like he's consistent on that. No, so he could have looked at this situation and seen like, oh, this isn't that big of a deal, or oh, I shouldn't be involved in this, but he chose not to, probably because he hated Cammy, but that's just my speculation.
I agree with you.
Let's be some trusted friends and tell you about that. Don't say anything publicly. Where is it? Just other shit that's important. More unimportant stuff. Only you can make the decision, of course. Google Drive. I'll take a look later. All right.
At any point did you tell her that she should go public, or did she come to that conclusion on her own?
On her own, because I heard in the interim, because I hadn't DM'd her for a few days, I was not very involved, as you can see. There's just gaps here. I was told by the others that she told them she wanted to go public. I heard you want to go public. I want to. I never implanted anything into her mind and said, go public with this. It was only shit that she told other people. She said, I want to go public. And so
what about when you told Destiny you didn't want to cancel this guy? I'm looking at your Twitter timeline, and there's a lot of like signal boosting this stuff and a lot of gloating about what's happening to him. I don't know about you, but that seems like you wanted to cancel this guy.
I don't remember what I said. I'm gonna be honest.
He always says he doesn't remember.
Yeah. Why does Tipster sound like a cop? He literally Tipster sounds like a police officer. Like, dude, if I'm John Swan right now, you know Tipster is recording. Like, look, can we rewind it? Just listen to what Tipster just said.
You're right. Yeah, let me hit it.
Implanted anything into my mind and said, go public with this. It was only shit that she told other people. She said, I want to go public. And so
what about when you told Destiny you didn't want to cancel this guy?
What about when you told Destiny you didn't want to cancel this guy?
Yeah, the way he talks. Yeah, he talks like softly or whatever, like a good cop.
Timeline, and there's a lot of like signal boosting and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at your Twitter timeline. You can literally you could literally animate this to have like Tipstrata's like desk.
An investigator.
Yeah, he's like flipping through like evidence and stuff.
John Swan is so stupid for not ending this call immediately.
You should have just heard the boom, like the call decline noise, you know?
Tipster is literally a cop right now. What the fuck?
Gloating about what's happening to him. I don't know about you, but that seems like you wanted to cancel this guy.
I don't remember what I said. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, your whole timeline is like signal boosting, like memes about this shit and everything. Like, this seems very much like a coordinated attempt to cancel this guy.
What? It sounds like Tipster's doing an interview. Dude, it
sounds like a coordinated attempt to cancel this guy.
Interview.
It sounds like he's like streaming live. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of confused. My whole timeline is
okay.
I made one meme about it. Like that was it.
I'm sorry. The okay there kind of was like also something. The way he said it, like okay.
Anything else? I think I just tweeted me.
Like a cop. The way a cop would say it.
And John sounds nervous as fuck too. Almost like he knows it. You know.
He has to know. It sounds like he's streaming.
Yeah.
As well. I don't know. That was
it just
really
seems like with all the shit you've been involved in before that you haven't really learned anything. I think my biggest issue with you is you seem to act on impulse when it comes to this stuff rather than taking some time to like think it through.
That's
a colossal fuck up. This is a colossal fuck up.
I'm gonna be honest about the involvement that I had in this was so extremely minimal, and the reason that it was so minimal,
so extremely minimal. Remember that this guy was literally manipulating evidence in the document to paint a narrative that Cammy was using this girl for sexual pleasure when even the girl denied that happening and then showed evidence of it in the same doc by releasing the DMs where Cammy multiple times is very obviously not manipulating her at any point of their entire...
Oh yeah, that's one thing about the document. The entire time the guy was like, hey, is this too inappropriate? Hey, should we stop? Hey, should we stop? And they're like, no, let's keep going. That's one thing I do remember.
DM history. So when John Swan says that he had minimal involvement here to Tipster, keep in mind this is the same guy that was behind the scenes editing the entire fucking document to suit a fucking narrative. So there you go.
Also, it was his idea to make the document as well. So.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fuck up something like this again. That's the reason I didn't want any involvement. I gave this to other people so they could do with it what they wanted. I didn't want involvement. That was the entire thing. That's why I didn't buy the document. I agreed that I'd like edit little parts of it. If they wanted me to edit little parts of it. That was all
little parts of it, aka whole paragraphs.
That I ever did in regards to
that. I love how John Swan keeps saying like I didn't want any involvement. I didn't want like that is such a blatant lie.
Except he participated in it the entire time, both behind the scenes and then publicly as soon as the thing came out, including. Remember when Dr. Skipper tweeted like someone's getting fucking packed today, boys, or something like that? It's like everybody knew. Now, to be clear here, I'm not calling out Dr. Skipper saying that he had any involvement with the document because I genuinely believe that he doesn't. But I'm just saying it's like people that want to say like they weren't going to participate in this or even take enjoyment of it when it came out, or just like if they're claiming otherwise, then they're lying to themselves and you. You know, because absolutely there was an entire group of people that was excited to see this happen and take place. Again, let me just be clear here, not saying Dr. Skipper is like the guy who was writing the document. No. I'm just saying that there was a group of people that was enjoying this and looked forward to it when it came out that were suddenly singing a different tune once Destiny got a hold of it.
In relation to, like, you told Destiny you weren't involved in the. I wasn't involved with the writing of the document. But you're telling me that you did some editing and stuff, so you were involved.
I wasn't involved with the writing of the document. When it was all written and all done, I like went and like literally like little bits that they were like, they sent me little bits and were like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this?
So
and
you
I was just
were
like,
involved. That's involved.
I went back and I clarified with him on that. So I don't know. It was a miswording a little bit on my part. Listen. I don't want people to try and twist my words here, okay? When I say that I was not involved with the writing of the document, I mean that I was not involved with the writing of the document. I did not write the document. I came in afterwards, after it was written, and what I did in terms of editing was nothing that would have changed the substance of the document.
This is a total lie right here.
Everything that would have been before and after would have been exactly the same with or without me there. It's just aesthetic changes purely. Grammar, spelling, shit like that.
That is a complete total lie that he just said.
Yeah.
Nothing integral to the document. So no, I didn't have
total lie.
Anything to do with writing the document. That's not true.
Yeah, because again, when he tried to place blame on someone else that did the document with him, the guy was like, no, because what happens in Google Docs is like, it gives you like it has like your version history. So let's see, let's pull up this. Dang it, this isn't the same thing as what other stuff I have. What about Google Slides? Because Google Slides is the same thing. Let's pull up this game idea I had. Where is it? It has like this version history around here, and it just shows you all the different versions it has. So if you want to go, yeah, here it is, version history, and it tells you who edited it, when they edited it, what time they edited it, and what day and everything. So when John was like, I didn't edit this document, I didn't write the document, or had any involvement with the document, the guy was like, no, I have the version history on Google Slides and Google Docs or whatever that proves otherwise.
Not write the document at all.
I guess it comes up to a difference of opinion, because that sounds like you were involved to me. Maybe you didn't write the initial draft, but you were involved in the creation of the document.
Yeah.
It's such a small, minuscule degree.
I mean, I disagree. I respectfully disagree.
There's more downplaying.
Disagree.
How? If they sent me like 3 things.
You're reviewing this thing and you're making changes to the thing. They're asking you for your opinion on this thing, and you're making changes as you see fit. You were involved in the creation of this document.
I'm sorry, but like the amount that I was involved was so incredibly.
Tipster's just crushing him right now.
Yeah, and Tipster sounds like a lawyer now, like a DA, a district attorney now.
Tipster obviously isn't buying anything that John's saying. Even though Tipster doesn't realize he doesn't know the evidence that would come out later that would confirm everything he's thinking is right, but he just like thinks in his head like this guy's full of shit, and he's telling John that, and John's just sitting here like just stumbling and confused, like he doesn't know how to like get Tipster on board with what he's saying because he can't, right?
Small. I'm sorry. And there was a reason that it was so incredibly small.
I'm sorry. I respectfully disagree.
It was small, guys. It was incredibly small.
Dude,
okay, dude.
Why is Tipster so calm and collective, and John Swan is like fucking like
so
obviously like sweating bullets?
Yeah, he's like John Swan's like flipping spurging out. He's like freaking out. He's like well this that.
It's fucking funny as shit.
It's like when you get it's like when you get caught in a lie and just try to make up something to back you up, but the things you say don't really line up with what you said before that.
I don't know how.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that yeah, based on what you showed me, that it looks like you weren't part of like trying to convince them to come forward, but you were involved in the creation of the document, 100%.
All right, let's say that I was. I don't agree with that, but let's just say that I.
Here's if I did it.
Let's say that I was, but I'm not.
I did all of this under the assumption that I was helping someone out. Because that is what they told me. They told me that this stuff had happened, and then I heard from Matt and Emma that they had confided in them other things about
Even if they did tell you that, you didn't look at the evidence that they gave you, and then come to your own conclusion. Like he's like, even if I did create this life-ruining document, I had the best of intentions. Well, intentions don't even matter anyway, but it's like that doesn't even make any sense either. Like none of this makes any sense.
Manipulation, taking advantage of them, etc., etc. Like that's what I heard, and that's what I ran with because that's what I was told. But now obviously they've changed their mind on that. But that is
again, like I said before, I personally have known of stories that John did not talk about or come out about or assist. In any sort of documents about. I know situations that he's ignored because they weren't that important, right? So clearly he's capable of understanding what's important, what's maybe worth taking a look at, and what's not worth it at all. Clearly he's capable of making the distinction. So why did he not make the distinction here? maybe he had some sort of bias here. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't like the kid.
I mean, he literally called him a pedo in DMs.
Yeah, exactly. He said two pedos hanging together talk about him and Mr. Girl. So he's calling him he considered him a pedo. Yeah.
Told. That's what I ran with. That's the reason I said that. That's the reason I got them in touch with the other people. Like that is the reason. I only had the best intentions. It was never about a clout thing or getting back at anyone. It was for the best.
I know
intentions.
it wasn't a clout thing because like this guy's smaller than you, isn't he? So like, how's it gonna be a clout thing? I mean, of course not. But I mean, I have been told that you didn't like this guy. And be honest, you didn't like this guy, right?
I didn't really. I just found it kind of annoying. I don't think it really extended beyond that. He really didn't like me.
So if I see screenshots of you shitting on this guy that you don't like this guy, then I'm not gonna find that, right? That's not gonna happen.
I don't think you will find anything like that.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's literally and then it came out that he called him a pedo. Okay.
I don't believe that.
Granted, to be fair, I don't do commentary anymore, so I'm not gonna do any digging. But I mean, like, if this comes my way, then it's like, okay, well, I mean, he lied again.
That's fine. If there's anything, it's gonna be me calling him annoying or cringe because that's all I ever thought he was.
Does somebody have the DM where he's literally calling him a pedo? Can somebody find that and put that in the chat?
Yeah, I'll try.
I need to show that on screen just so that we know what how full of shit this is.
Find that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a genuine hatred for him. Definitely not. There's no reason to. He hadn't done anything to me. That wasn't. But I knew him. Like I used to talk to him on and off in servers and stuff, and that's kind of the reason it was so shocking. Because it was obviously I even told Liz in the DMs like, are you sure this is him? Like are you sure? Like I can't imagine him ever doing anything like this because I didn't. I never thought he'd be able to do anything like that. But
do what? Sex with a girl? Like what? I still.
Oh yeah, I remember those
about,
messages.
Like,
fake. I remember those text messages that Augie, because Augie did a stream on it. I watched the stream. I remember those, and just sex texting is like cringe in general. Just like when you read it. But those messages, you guys should watch the stream. Actually, now that I think about it, it's just such an Augie stream when he covers it. If you want to. Like just feel the cringe.
It was so remarkable and insane. He had dirty DMs with a girl. It's like, is this really like out of the ordinary? Is this really something that's like surprising or worth talking about at all? Or is this something that everybody has a fucking history of? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Or most people online. You know what I mean? Like, what is so remarkable about Cammy sexting with a girl? Like, John sitting here saying, I can't believe he would do something like this. Do what?
I was kind of wrong in that respect. That's what kind of shocked me, I guess.
So, when you kind of like, they wrote the document and then like you kind of like, they asked you for your advice on it.
Yeah.
And you kind of like chimed in with your advice and you said you did like some editing of it where you felt like it would help.
Yeah, very minimal, but yeah,
Okay.
it's yeah.
So but there was editing done, correct? On your part? So when you say in this post on Twitter, I did not write a word of that document, you're being dishonest.
I clarified in the tweet, but just literally just directing him. I don't know. That was kind of worded a bit shit, but like, I didn't write a word of the original. Like the actual meat and potatoes, I didn't write a word of that. Like that shit that matters, I didn't write a word of. Like clearly, like you know what I'm trying to say, right? It's like I didn't write a word.
I'm going to be
anything that
honest
matters
with
on
you.
this.
I'm going to be honest with you. This seems carefully worded in a way to deliberately save your own skin.
Jesus Christ, dude! Tipster's not giving him any.
He's not
fucking
taking
oxygen
any.
here. like Tipster is just shitting on him in front of his face.
Which I understand considering all the shit you've been through, but dude, like you shouldn't even been in this situation in the first place.
Dude, I don't even know how my name got brought up and I wasn't even involved. That's the thing.
Other than you, and like you don't have to name the people, but other than you, who was the oldest person involved in the situation?
Same age as me.
Same age as you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you and this other person were the adults in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Although I didn't really check in. I just let them do whatever. Like I didn't want involvement. I thought it was fucked up. And that's why I gave them the information. But I didn't check in. I didn't go in and like change things in the middle. I didn't help them write it. Like anything that was significant, I did not have any involvement. Any edits I made were aesthetic purely. It was nothing meat and potatoes.
Okay.
That's what I mean when I say I didn't write a word of it, because I really didn't. Like I didn't write anything.
Okay. I mean,
making small changes is like, yeah, okay. You can make the argument. Okay, where did I pull it? Okay, cool.
Sounds like he's gonna fucking cry.
Yeah.
Probably
Sounds like he's about to cry, dude. It's so insane.
Yeah. Wonder why he didn't go on Drama Alert with the Dream, right?
Yeah, dude, that would have been amazing.
Oh yeah, that would have. Yeah.
That
Yeah, for context, when the Dream John Swan drama happened, John Swan backed out, and because Keem had Dream's side or whatever, so that his defense was, I don't want to go on Drama Alert and face Dream because Keem's going to be biased and have Dream's back, so I'm going to be double teamed on or whatever. And I did defend him on that. I thought that was a fair argument to make. knowing why he probably just said that, it was obvious. Or knowing how the drama ended, he probably just said that just because he didn't want to. This is exactly what that call would have been like. Like this Tips to John Swan call is what the Dream John Swan call would have been like on Drama Alert.
Fuck him.
That would have been irresponsible platforming, bro.
I wouldn't have had to secretly record him if he had the balls to do it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Like I said, I think it comes down to a difference of opinion. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like fucking release this call, or I'm not gonna do some fucking video. I don't do commentary shit anymore. I don't give a fuck about this shit anymore. Quite frankly,
That aged
I think
like
the commentary community is
I'm
garbage,
sorry.
so I want no involvement in it. But I'm just telling you how I feel about it. This seems dishonest. That's
Yeah.
where
Don't worry, dude. It's never gonna come out.
that's where I'm at.
I don't know, dude. I only ever did this with the best of intentions. I would never hand anyone things something that I thought was sketchy.
Oh my
Like,
god,
I
he really does sound like
didn't
he's
try
gonna
to do that.
cry.
It was all to try and
He
support.
really does sound like he's about to cry. Like the water in his eyes is already there, and he's about to get back to where he breaks down. About to get to where he breaks down. Like, just listen.
That's where I'm at.
I don't know.
Like, listen to this part.
Dude, I only ever did this with the best of intentions. I would never hand anyone things something that I thought was sketchy. Like I'm not.
I feel like
I
he's on
really
the
didn't
brink
try
of
to do that.
crying.
It was all to try and support the girl, and it ended up not being that at all. I tried to limit my involvement, and I was brought up again out of the blue, and I didn't even want anything to do with it.
Yeah. At the very least, I think it's safe to say we could probably both agree that after everything you've been through, you probably should have, like, as soon as this was brought to you, like, yeah, I don't want to be involved.
It's easier said than done, though, right? If someone comes to you about a former friend and drops some like, oh, he groomed me, etc., like it's really hard to just say nothing. Like, oh,
Does she even say that he groomed her? I don't think she ever said that.
I'm not gonna get involved.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, let me clarify that it hasn't been something to this extent, but I'd like, yeah, I don't want to take part in that. I've definitely turned people away. Like, yeah, I don't want to be involved in that.
I don't know if I.
And in fairness to you, the things I've turned away haven't been like as severe of an allegation, but still, I've definitely turned things away where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to take part in that.
Yeah, I get you.
Ultimately, when
but
you do stuff like this, you're putting your own reputation on the line, so you have to.
once
really
again,
be
though,
sincere
well, actually,
for it.
I never like I was not involved directly in this like in any significant way. Like this was me getting them in touch with other people and them sending me little bits and going, "Is this fun?" And that was the extent.
Okay. All right.
Like that was literally. I don't know what else to tell you.
I
man.
just
Like,
won 4 minutes into overtime on Rocket League. Suck my dick.
I should probably play that at Rocket League, my Switch.
It's been like a fucking
I
roller
used to
coaster
do
every
that all
day,
the time.
and my fucking mind has been going a million miles an hour, and I've.
Jesus, he does sound like he's about to cry here.
Right?
Dude,
Yeah, I would
this
imagine
is
so.
just so fucking stupid, dude. Why, dude? If I'm John Swan, why don't you just admit everything right off the bat and be like, I fucked up? Like,
Yeah.
dude, it's the same thing with the Dream situation.
People hate it on the internet when you double down or just you keep going on with the lie and you keep trying to make yourself look like the good person, even though you know yourself you're lying and you're just continuing the lie. People hate that on the internet. So if you screwed up, just admit it. Say it. I screwed up. Sorry, and just let it'll go by. But if you keep lying and doubling down like this, like John Swan's doing, not a lot of people are gonna forget.
As soon as Destiny got a hold of it, be like, you know what? I was trying to help out. I thought there was something here. I'm stupid. I
carried away.
apologize.
Yeah.
I got carried away. You know, I thought I was helping someone else out. Instead, I was just being an idiot. And I'm sorry. He should have just. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it would have been human. It'd be like, all right, well, it shouldn't have gone to this level, but at least now you're fucking, chilling out.
Is John Swan
Taking responsibility.
saying like after all this? Is John Swan saying anything publicly?
Well,
there's been like a couple statements, but not really. When was his last
Actually,
statement? It was like a week ago.
There was one thing that Aiden put out. It was like a text message with him. Did we already show this? Or
I haven't seen it.
yeah, I
whatever
think
it
this was it right here. I don't know if this went into the call specifically. This is a text message to Aiden, I think, where John says, this was after the editing, like the history leaked, basically, like proving that everything was like definitively like bullshit, right?
Yeah.
John says, I was only trying to help the girl in all of this because I believe she had been wronged. That's what she told me. It had nothing to do with hating Cam. We were all misled, and I only did the best things. I only did things with the best of intentions. I'm sorry that my memory of that night was fuzzy. When I get put into stressful situations, my memory of those events just erodes. It's the way my brain copes with intensely stressful shit like this. If I can't remember it, it doesn't affect me. I did not remember writing paragraphs. Most of it was done in a call, and I didn't have access to the edit history of the doc to verify anything. I'll admit I fucked up here, knowingly or not, I fucked up. I should have known better when things were fuzzy to not make any definitive statements. That's entirely my fault, I'm sorry. You probably won't believe me, but that's the truth. I should have listened to my gut, but I didn't. Once again, I only tried to do what was right by the girl. She told me she'd been taken advantage of and manipulated, and I felt terrible for her. I deeply regret my involvement. I tried to speak to Cam and gave him my side. I still mean everything I said to him, minus the doc stuff, because that's clearly not true. He is the person that matters here, and he knows why I did what I did. Whether he believes that is up to him.
Okay, I'm going to say this before he goes to the next one. I would believe this if it wasn't for the fact that we just listened to a call where Tipster, just for starters, exposed him, kind of. And the other call where he's just coordinating his apology, his fake apology that he wants one of his Discord buddies to leak accidentally. I can tell I'm being sarcastic there, and then make himself look good.
That's what John said.
Okay, I thought there was one more.
Well,
any thoughts?
Memory erodes. Dude, he just forgets, dude. His memory just erodes.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's true. That's John Swan. I trust him.
Nice.
You just shot him.
Alright. It's the end of that segment. Is there anything else we want to cover? Death Noodles? What kind of videos Death Noodles made?
All right, let's hit this thing right here. I'm going to start right now.
And hope for the best.
Let's see. Ethan Klein attacked by alt-right. Pokemon blamed for divorces by Fresh and Fit. Kanye saves Kim. I don't care about any of that. Sounds like another day on Twitter. Sounds like this video Death Noodles made is just another day on Twitter. Really? But yeah, there's nothing else I really want to cover. Yeah, guys, that does it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please smash like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, YouTube, DLive, all links in the description. Play my video game that I made. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.